For a while now, these have been my calling card. These are the AMD Radeon Instinct Mi50's, 32GB edition. And every video up to this point has been done in Linux. But I've figured out how to get them installed in Windows. No hacks, no vbios flashing, using AMD's authentic Pro driver set. Hey, howdy y'all, welcome back to the show. It's your man David with Country Boy Computers. Not long ago, this user indicated to me that he was successful in installing the Mi50's in Windows using AMD's third-party driver set. I tried that in addition to the 7900 XTX a while back. I didn't really know what I was doing, as typical. I didn't have any luck. With this method, you use AMD's official Pro driver set right in Windows, no hacking, no vbios flash. You're not going to brick your GPU. It's safe, it's easy. I'm going to show you how to do it. Come on, let's get into it. So you might ask the question, why would I ever want to run my Mi50's in Windows? Well, if you're new to the channel, you've been missing out on the last couple videos that I've done when I'm building a PC with a dual purpose. Run inference, local LLMs, as well as do video content creation in Davinci Resolve. And if you're not familiar with running Davinci Resolve in Linux, it can be a bit of a pain. Enough about that. So here we are in Windows. Check this out. We got our trip GPUs, or radio. Our Mi50's are set up as the Radeon Pro 7s. Then we got our RX 6800. We have this previous video project opened, and you can see that one Mi50 has 3 gigs in VRAM. The 6800 has 5 gigs. The other has 2.6 gigs. And if you go to Davinci Resolve Preferences, I just left it auto, use Neural Engine. All 3 GPUs are working. And it plays flawlessly. Here, let me show you.
This much AI compute power into a box this small.
Today, looking real nice. We'll head over to the render, the deliver page, and you can see QuickTime. I like to do H.265, and AMD is the option there. I could never get AMD to be in this drop-down over in Linux. And I always do main 10 to do 10-bit, and we'll bump the bit rate up to 40 and 50, and we'll add it. Sure, and let's get it started. I'll let this run for a bit and I'll be back to you. You can see I've already run it once. This is a 33-minute video, and it rendered in 11 minutes and some change, which ain't bad. Let me show you what it looks like live action. I'll get it started here and I'll come back to you. All right, we've been rendering now for about 2 minutes. You can see we're 20% done, 9 minutes remaining. It's a 32-minute project, 33 minutes, and I ran it yesterday and got 11 minutes, 29 seconds. That's not too shabby, folks. And check this out. If you go back and look at the $1,500 scalable rig that was built for this purpose, the Mi50's never had any activities, maybe just a little blip. Boop. Now they're running full blast, 16%, well, not full blast, but they're consistently performing 20, 15, 17, and they have 11 gigs on each card. And this RX 6800 has 13 gigs. And I got 21 in system RAM while it's rendering. So it is using all 3 GPUs, pulling 354, 462 watts at the wall. but it is working. My Mi50s are working to help render this video in H.265 10-bit. So that's a score, success, touchdown, mission accomplished. All right, here's kind of the catch though for running Mi50s as Radeon Pro 7s in Windows. So the HIP SDK to get HIP ROCm support in Windows is not meant for the Vega Graphics 906. It is not supported in Windows. So to do inferencing, we're going to have to use Vulkan. So that's what we're going to do. All right, so I've got the pre-built Vulkan latest Llama.cpp downloaded. What I want to do first is pass a command to only utilize the two Mi50s. Vulkan Visible Device 0 is the RX 6800. We're going to leave that out of the equation for this example. So I've got that, and we're going to load Qwen 3 Coder next, which is about a 46-7 gigabyte model. And I've got actually 3 M.2s on this motherboard. It has a vertical M.2 slot over there next to the rightmost DIMM slots. So we're getting that loaded with mmap, and there we are, we're loaded. Let's get over to our GUI, explain quantum computing. Now keep in mind, as we illustrated in the past, the LLM Wars episode 2, Vulkan works pretty good with Vega and everything back, Vega 20. But when you get over to the Navi GPUs, Vulkan actually works better than HIP over in Linux. So we're only pulling 235 watts, 221, 219, 221 watts, and we're getting 33 and a half tokens a second. Running our model with two Mi50s in Windows 11. Pretty cool. And anybody that's new to the channel, so on my website, I've been logging quite a bit of this, and I ran GPT-OSS through a bunch of different GPUs that had at least 16 gigabytes of VRAM. And I logged them, and I ran them with Vulkan versus their native backend. So here on the AMD cards, you can see the Vega 64. I didn't even get HIP set up because it's so old, or ROCm, but the Radeon 7s and forward were supported. So Vulkan did worse with the Radeon 7 and the Mi50 than with HIP, but they perform with less watt usage. And then once you get to the RX 6800, Vulkan performs better than HIP, also with less wattage. So the 7900 and the 9070 XT both outperform ROCm backend by quite a bit. So we've got some new toys inbound. Can't wait to get them set up in this fashion. All right, so here you go. You can see we've got AMD Radeon Pro software package loaded. We've got our RX 6800 showing as GPU 1, and GPU 2 is Radeon Pro 7, which is actually the Mi50, and GPU 3 is AMD Radeon Pro 7, which is the other Mi50, right here in Windows. Now to get this set up, what I did originally is back when I was working with the HP Z4 G4 and running those two Mi50s in the top two slots, I had room at the bottom for a single slot GPU. So at that time, I'd ordered a Radeon Pro WX5100. So when you download the Radeon Pro driver pack, it does an initial hardware check. If you don't have a Radeon Pro card, it won't install. but I believe there's a way to force install it. So I'm going to do DDU right now and uninstall my setup, and then walk you guys how to go about it to get it working like this. Be back to you. All right, so here you go. You can see that I've rebooted into safe mode. I'm going to run this as administrator. This is display driver uninstaller, DDU for short. If you're not familiar, it is awesome. So we're going to select our GPU, AMD, clean and restart. And that's that. All right, the most critical thing that you have to do in order to get this to actually work is the Mi50s have to first show up in Windows in your device manager as video controller. So you have to work with your BIOS just a touch to get that to happen, just like you would to boot these into Linux and actually work with them there. So this is the Asus X299 Deluxe 2 motherboard. And I hit F7. I'm going to go over to advanced, and we want VTD enabled, and then we're just going to go over to boot. I've got fast boot enabled. We got to disable compatibility support mode or module, and then you have to disable secure boot, and you do that by going into key management and clear your secure boot keys. And you have to have above 4G decoding on. And I don't think there's a rebar setting on this motherboard, but it does it automatically. So that's that. I'm going to reboot and get back to Windows. All right, the very first thing that I did as soon as Windows booted is I disconnected Wi-Fi, because if you don't, Windows Update does its thing. So you can see our RX 6800 is set up as Microsoft Basic Display Adapter, which is what we want. And our two Mi50s show up as video controller in other devices, which is what we want. All right, I'm interested to see if this is going to work without having the full install of the AMD Pro software package. So what I've done, or what I did, is went to AMD Pro's driver download and went in and manually selected the graphics and then the Pro, and went to the Radeon Pro 7 and then hit submit. And it then points you to the AMD Software Pro Edition 26.Q1 Windows 11 Vega Polaris. So these are legacy drivers just for these two types of GPUs. And this is an EXE. So if you double click this, it automatically does a hardware check, and I'll show you, and we'll see what it does. It's a little bit wonky. All right, here we go. It's detecting your system configuration. Oops, no hardware in your system for this driver. That's what we expected. So with a little help from Gemini, it told me to download 7-zip and unzip the EXE into a folder. And just to show you what I meant, so this is 7-zip, and this is my downloads directory. If you just click on the EXE and click extract, it's just like a zip file. It treats it just as such. You just tell it where to unzip, click OK, and it unzips the EXE file and leaves you those directories to work with, the packages and the drivers. Nice. Thanks, Gemini. And when you do so, it creates this directory, and in that is this packages, drivers, display, and you want to get to this folder. So over in your video controller, let's see if it works without the Pro driver install. Browse my computer, let me pick, and we're just going to select display adapters next, and we have a disk, and this is where it is. It's users bench download software. We'll click OK, and then we're going to go down here and select it from the list. Radeon Pro 7. Next. You're going to get a warning. We don't care. Go for it. Successfully updated your drivers. Close. We have an Mi50 as a Radeon Pro 7 without flashing the vbios. No other changes done. Just unpacking AMD Pro driver set and manually setting up the driver. Let's do it again. I'm just going to click next, have disk. Okay. There we go. We have two Mi50s installed in Windows, and it keeps track of your temperatures. It pulls way less wattage. The RX 600 is not set up now, but at idle, it's like 160, 170. And before I did this, I was at like 250, 260. So it cuts 90 watts out of idle by having these drivers installed. Now what's going to happen next is if you just turn your Wi-Fi back on, Windows Update will do its thing, and in a minute we'll have an RX 6800 with two Mi50s in Windows 11. In the very tail end of that video clip, the screen went black, so I don't know if my cover or my video footage is going to do that. But that was the driver taking effect. I activated Wi-Fi and boom, RX 6800, Radeon Pro, Radeon Pro. Good to go. So I know a lot of people are always going to say, David, don't waste your time in Windows. But some things just work better in Windows when compared to Linux. Davinci Resolve, in my experience, is one of those things when you're using AMD or HIP and ROCm graphics cards. The drivers, the OpenCL, the Mesa, and then you get the pulse wire and the audio and all that gibberish just gets messed up in Linux. It was a headache. I worked on it for weeks trying to get this set up working. Getting that AMD drop-down box in the delivery page for the render, I never got it to show in Linux. And you have to get that to get the best performance when encoding in Davinci Resolve with AMD. I'm a happy camper. Hope y'all enjoyed. Thanks for your time. Y'all have a great day.